Good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, officially checking in. It's the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Right here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and Rainiel Media, the best music of your life.com. Yes, sir, it is time to get tucked in the best way that I know how without putting my hands on you, okay? Our phone number here is 773-675-2400. That's 773-675-2400. You can call me anytime. Why did I sing that? I don't know. Anyway, good evening to Kelvin Big Papa Teamer, who's checking in right now on Facebook. Coming up in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. That's 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. If you have one in mind, hey, give me a call. 773-675-2400. That's our number here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, kicking it off with the Gap Band and Yearning for Your Love on Bedtime Stories. Woo, Lord. You sound pretty good. You should be in radio. Hello. Time to put it on Do Not Disturb. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show we call Bedtime Stories. Oh my. By the way, happy hump day to everyone. Thank you for joining us. And of course, everybody who joined us on Saturday over at Ashley Stewart Woman, we appreciate you on 119th Street inside of the Marshfield Plaza. That's where it was. Okay. Thank you so much. If you missed it, oh man, we had a great time. We had a ball. So of course you missed it. It was great. I tell you, that DJ was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. He was jamming. He was smoking. Yeah. Good evening to my B-siders who listen to me on the other show on the B-sides on WVON. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And don't forget to share the live video, Kelvin Big Papa Teamer. Make sure you share the video on your page. Thank you. What's that on the back of your chair? Can you see it now? Wait a minute. Let me duck down. Can you see it now, Cadillac Seth McCormick? Yep. Yep. I got my daddy on my back. Yep. Can you see it? There it is. I know you know what it is. I wanted to show everybody else. Yeah. Had to show everybody else. Ooh, I had to put my phone on do not disturb. People are losing their minds. There we go. Anywho. What's good, LT? Did you see my shirt, LT, that's on the back of my chair? Of course, I can't wear it. So yeah, that's where it is. Yep. Your audio is gone. What? Huh? I hope not. Oh, it's back. Okay, cool. I'm like, I thought it was something happening on my end. I'm like, uh-oh. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Time for dinner. Sandwich number one. Ooh, that's leftover bread, I tell you. Ooh-wee. Yeah, this is from earlier. Of course, I can only eat one half at a time. Turkey from Subway. Yes, got to eat fresh, you know what I'm saying? Normally. So can you hear me now? That's good. Okay. There we go. It's back. Can you hear me? Good. You enjoy some of this sandwich. Mm, that's one good tenant. Good evening, Queen Janine. How are you? Always good to see you all. Thank you so much. Don't forget to share the video, okay? There we go. Queen Janine, I am good tonight. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. I will not complain. I don't have a complaint left in my whole body. I like that one. That was kind of jazzy. Taste of honey, and I'll try something new right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, saying hello to Janine Lee Jefferson, Kelvin Big Papa Teamer, and Cadillac Self McCormick, who gave me this lovely T-shirt which adorns the back of my chair, which I love. It says Herb Kent, the cool gent, on it. Of course, neither one of us could wear the T-shirt because it's like a small or something like that. So he gave it to me, and I've been wearing it on the back of my chair, of course, ever since. Thank you so much, Cadillac Seth McCormick. Hello to Artina Lindsay. Thank you for checking in. And to everyone who's checking in on Facebook right now, make sure, those of you who are on Facebook, make sure you share it. And make sure you adhere to that little ticker tape, which is at the bottom, which says Bedtime Stories with Dr. Al Greer. Donations are welcome via the Cash App at $Al P. Greer. Yeah, don't ignore that, okay? Please don't ignore that. I'm not begging, I'm just saying, closed mouth doesn't get fed. Isn't that correct, Artina? Yes, it is. Hello to LT as well. She's checking in on Facebook. Here's Anita Baker, and I apologize. Bedtime Stories. Operator, we're on the line. Another fine. True. With my body and soul. It's rough. So things that should not say. Why you call me out? Cause I can. Huh? Artina Lindsay. Mm-mm. I'm gonna get in trouble because I don't have on a shirt with a collar. But hopefully our sponsors will understand. Hopefully. Well, I gotta be big head, Artina. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, where's my Tupperware? Somewhere in the car? You shall get it. Gap band for foreplay? Okay. Which means I can't play Yearning for Your Love again. Or can I? Maybe I can. I don't know. Gap band for foreplay? Yeah, we can do that. Wish I had like another version of it. Need a Brooks Brothers shirt. Yeah, I know to go on air. Yeah, yeah. I already played "Yearning for Your Love," but not to worry. Need a Brooks Brothers shirt. Not just the broadcast. I just need a Brooks Brothers shirt. Mm-mm. Yeah. What's up, Lady G? Welcome to the Bedtime Stories show. Thank you very much. Once again, tell your friends. Yep, always eating and not gaining any weight, which is a good thing. Yep, getting slim and trim. Don't want nothing shaking. Ain't nothing shaking, bacon. Yep. Lady G. See, every time you come on, I'm eating, huh? A man's got to eat. This is my dinner time. What do you want me to do? Starve? I'm a diabetic. I got to eat. Got to eat something. Nangela, boss man. What's going on? And two others. Phyllis Hooper. I got another sandwich from later. Brother gotta eat. Brother man gotta eat. I remember last week I was what did I do last week? I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning. Yep. Eating your steak you got from Philly Sub. Oh, I am so jealous because I should have gotten me a steak sandwich. From home in the hoagie. The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, and Ain't No Way. That was not the song that I wanted to play, but I played it anyway, right? Because it's a good song. What can I say? Her sister Carolyn is in the background with that lovely soprano voice. It's, oh, you know, I can't even come close. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello to Artina Lindsay, also to Lady G, to LT. Thank you for checking in, ladies. I appreciate it. And Queen Janine Lee Jefferson, as always. You all have my back, and I appreciate it. Like I said earlier off mic, I said make sure you share the video on your page. So it'll look like a whole bunch of people are looking at me. And one of these days, I'm going to be famous. Ain't that right, Cadillac Seth? One of these days, I'm going to be famous on my own, right? Not because of somebody else. Hint, 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 hint. Speaking of the Queen, here's another one from her, one of my favorites. This is Oh Me, Oh My on Bedtime Stories. Yep, one of these days. Yep, I'm going to be famous because of me, not because of somebody else. You're already famous. You're a legend. That's the place I got you the long Italian beef sandwich. Oh, I remember that one. Man, it was like a pound of beef on that doggone sandwich. A pound. I'm like, good grief. Didn't have any problem looking for the beef on that sandwich, boy. I think I ate on that sandwich for 2 days or something like that. Like, good grief. That's a big Italian beef. Must have been a black sandwich. Yeah. It was just so big I couldn't fit it all in my mouth. Anyway, that was nasty. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think it had a side of beef on it. Mm-hmm. It was yummy. It was. I couldn't fit it all in my mouth. Yep, they definitely wasn't stingy. Yep, that was a sandwich. Like we say in the hood, that was a sandwich for your ass. Oh, man. Black anus, yeah. Mm-mm. See, who needs Daryl Owens when we got Cadillac Seth McCormick? I tell you. Yeah, we got Cadillac Seth in the house. Former producer of the Herb Kent show. Black Angus, yeah. I had fried lobster dinner for lunch the other day. Ooh, lucky you. That sounds too good. That sounds really good. Fried lobster. How do you fry a lobster? I'm not understanding. You know. Fried lobster? Okay. Yeah, everything can't be fried now. You know, you can't fry everything. I treat myself every once in a great while. I hear you. I hear you. Every now and then we need to treat ourselves, you know? Yep. It was in the shell and it was good. Oh, okay. How did they fry it in the shell? That's what I want to know. Russell, shake and bake. What's going on, sir? Always doing my thing, man. Always. How you doing, brother? That's right. You don't live in Chicago anymore or its surrounding areas. Oh, it's always good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Russ has a hell of a voice, y'all. He could, he got Luther rolling in his grave. He's so good. I tell you. Yeah. And put you on some shows and let you open up for somebody. Yeah, you that good. You are that good, sir. Lightly breaded and spicy. Okay, that's enough. You're making me hungry now. Hungry and jealous. You know you got me. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Fried lobster. Never heard of that before. But it sounds good, though. It sounds good. Many days, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Fried lobsters. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. So you, what's going on, Jess Coop? Said you can't fry ribs. Yeah, that's for sure. That's the only thing that you can't fry. It just doesn't come out right. You know, not at all. Fried ribs is when you cook them too long, then they're crunchy on the outside. Now that's a fried rib right there. You can fry ribs? Oh no, uh-uh. Or popsicles. Not popsicles. Mm-mm-mm. Your name. Yeah. Frederick and Gentle, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, saying hello to Jess Coop. Thank you for checking in. And of course, I accepted your friend request on Facebook. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And also, don't forget to share the page, all right? Let everybody know that Al Greer is on the radio, all right? We're talking about food tonight. Hello, Pamela Mahogany Clemens. Talking about food, things that should not be fried, okay? We mentioned ribs not being fried. Now, the only way you can fry ribs is if you cook them too long and then they become, just a plain old black bone. You know what I'm saying? LT was talking about fried lobster. How do you fry it in the shell? I don't get that. That's something new to me. And when I was a kid, my mother used to fry chitterlings. Yes, she did. She fried chitterlings, and they were actually pretty good. You once they're cooked, and you put them in a batter and you fry them. But of course, I can't eat pork anymore. So I miss those. And of course, don't have mama around to cook them. So I don't think anybody could really duplicate that recipe. Hello to John Caldwell. Thank you for checking in. Also to Lady G, Janine Lee Jefferson. And don't forget, coming up in our last hour, we do foreplay. 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and friends of distinction. I got choked up there for a minute. Pamela Mahogany Clemens. Lady G said you can fry ribs. Okay. Now, I only thought that you could fry them if you cooked them too hard or too long. That's the only way that you can fry them. You know, but of course they'll be crispy on the outside and hopefully juicy on the inside, right? Pamela Mahogany Clemens. Fried ribs. I'm sorry. I have to pass on the fried ribs. I just, yeah. One thing is, it's pork, so I have to watch my pork intake. because of course I stopped. In some southern states, they have fried ribs and even fried ice cream. Um, I take your word for it, but how do you fry ice cream? So I don't know. How do you fry ice cream? The ice cream is cold and wet. How do you fry it? I don't know. But I've heard about that. But, fried beef ribs, yes. Beef ribs, I'll take. Thank you. Yes, I will take the beef ribs for 500, Alex. Thank you. Yes. Let me fry me up some ribs. I mean, are they really fried or they just cooked to death? Cooked till the cow says no more. No more, Al. You're killing me. Poor cow. Fried ice cream is very popular in the Hispanic community. I'm sure it is. They cook some of everything. But what I like is that corn, with the I think it's cayenne pepper or something and the cheese and all that. I love that. Oh my God. Fried calamari is good too. Yes, it is. Absolutely. I love me some squid. But then again, I love, you know, any type of seafood. So I love it. Yep. Any type of fish, shrimp, scallops, all of that stuff. I love it. No, you didn't. Elotes, corn in the cup. John said, I do not like squid. John, she doesn't get it. See, that's a music thing. She doesn't get that. She's not a musical person like we are. Do you know where you're going to? No, she don't get she didn't get that. Okay, all right. No, he didn't. Mm-mm. I tried Squidward. It tasted like a rubber band. Well, I guess it's all in how you chew it. I guess got to have some sharp teeth to eat some squid. But yeah, squid is kind of tough though, like a rubber band. I mean, you could be chewing on it all night. Just, nom, nom, nom. Yeah, John, she didn't get it. She didn't get it at all. That's a music thing. Yes. You have to be a music person to understand our humor, okay? Squiddly diddly, yes. See, I told you she didn't get it. No, she didn't get it at all. No. Mm-mm. Told you. Yeah, she didn't. No, not at all. Mm-mm. Not in the least. No. Did she get that? She's a blues baby, so she wouldn't get that. Yeah. She loves the blues, so she wouldn't get Diana Ross's theme for Mahogany. She wouldn't get that. AW and B. Sure. That is just one of my favorite songs from AWB. Cloudy. I know you probably saying tonight, he says that's his favorite song by this group. That's his favorite song by this group. Yes, it is. There are certain songs that I will listen to that certain groups do. And it's like, oh, okay. I cannot pinpoint a specific artist. It's like, who's your favorite artist? Well, that's a toss up. Depends on what mood I'm in. I might be in the mood to listen to Phyllis Hyman. I might be in the mood to listen to some of Prince's slow songs, the beautiful ones, and you know, the question is you, things like that. But it depends. I have there are certain songs that I like by certain artists, and those songs are just near and dear to me. I guess you could say that. Like for instance, there's this song by Prince that simply describes the way I feel about a woman. And if you listen to the words close enough or closely enough, You can actually see me singing it to you. Here's Prince. Responsibility. The one. If you're looking for pain, but a queen, ooh, I ain't the one. Let me turn that down. That's a Warner Brothers song. That's a red flag. They'll take us off. Weary feet. Where is Elo when you need her? I tell you. That's that song right there. Every night of the week. Mm-hmm. I am the one. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Boom, boom. And keep it all to himself. Huh. I'm not the one. Take this money, baby. Well, yeah. Uh-huh. Huh. 10 women fuse it all with its wealth. I ain't that one. Wait a minute. Come on, Prince. I know I'm a hopeless romantic. I can't help it, sis. I can't help it. I cannot help it. I love love. I just love love. Your man is around. He's right here. Good night, Pamela Mahogany Clemens. Thank you for checking in. Don't forget to share the page as you leave, okay? Boom, boom. Typo saying, okay. Good night. Good morning and good night, depending on what time you're listening to bedtime stories. Or good day. Good day. Mm. Underneath the sun, underneath the sun. Oh, I am that one. Our Michael Douglas. What's going on, sir? Welcome to the party. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Love that song. And of course, Prince plays all the instruments on there except the strings. He is cold with it. Uh-oh, time to put my grease on the back of my head. Anti-itch. Can't even get up fast enough. Woo! That's better. Woo! Oh, that's much better now. I put it right on there. Ah. Whew. R. Michael Douglas, what's going on with you, sir? Long time no see, man. But then again, you're not on Facebook that often, so yeah. You are the one. Just doing my show like you. Good, bro. Well, thank you. I know that that autocorrect gets you every time, I tell you. It's like, that's not what I want to say. Like, okay. Autocorrect. Unless you have a British accent, it will always correct you. I was saying big corn one night and it came out Bitcoin. Bitcoin. I was saying big corn, which is the guy who does the jazz on Sunday. And it came out Bitcoin. Like, don't try to correct me. I know what I'm saying. Big corn. It came out Bitcoin. Like, okay. Oh, well. Yep. Bitcoin. Big corn. Big difference. Big difference. Yeah. I'm like, really? Y'all gonna play me like that? You gonna play me like I don't know what I'm saying? Anyway, R. Michael Douglas, give me a call sometime, man. Keep in touch. And you do the same. Stay safe, man. Stay safe out here. Don't let nobody cough and sneeze and breathe in your face without a mask. Yeah. I just wonder how prostitutes are faring during the pandemic. It's like, pull your mask to the side and, well, anyway, I'm just saying, how are they making their money? It's rough out here. Hello, ding ding. You are the one. You are the one. Oh, Lord. About the Whispers, and you are the one. Before that, the one from Prince Rogers Nelson. Here on Bedtime Stories, right here on the internet, on WOSD DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, Ray Neal Media, the best music of your life.com. And Bedtime Stories is sponsored by Nachos. Blake. Thank you, Dr. Al Greer. Now we are official in Richard McGee's voice. Official. Yep, it's Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, saying hello to Lady G, R. Michael Douglas, Queen Janine Lee Jefferson. Thank you so much for checking in to Bedtime Stories. And of course, to my lead in, the Hoove, Ralph Hoover Liggins Jr. Hoover. Wasn't he one of our presidents? President Hoover? Okay. Anyway, these two songs kind of go together. This one is Programmed for Love from Mr. Roy Ayers. Guess what the next one is? Oh, you'll hear it in a few minutes, right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Program for love. I'm programmed for love. Mm-mm. You're welcome, Queen Janine. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for sharing the page on your page. My video on your page is what I want to say. But thank you. Why is my nose itching? I tried to cut all the hair out of it. Still got hair left in my nose. Grows into my mustache. It's just one long mustache. Like Coach Steve on Big Mouth. Y'all don't know nothing about Big Mouth, do you? No, you don't watch that stuff. Yep, that's quite a show. It's an animated show. It's called Big Mouth. Check it out. I'm cutting off the top of my head, which is okay because there's no hair up there. Ah. Would you say I'm on a roll tonight? Yeah, salted nut roll, which that's a good idea right there. I just remembered I had one. Payday. Payday, I love you. You're just a day away. Mm, yummy. Mm, payday. Mm, with peanut M&Ms too. Yeah, sure enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm, So you like nuts? Why, yes, I do. Absolutely. Yep, don't mind me. Thank you. Mm, I like nuts. Yes, I am a nut. Yes. Mmm. Yummy. Second one. Ken Wallington, what's going on, sir? Where you been? That's right. Zapp and Roger, Computer Love. Before that, Program for Love from Roy Ayers right here on Bedtime Stories. I know he probably would have been so cool to hang out with Roger because he looked like he just loved life. It just looked like he was just, always laughing, cracking jokes, making music. He just seems like, man, he would have been like the perfect buddy to talk to, man. Especially now with, because they didn't have, what is it, Zoom meetings and all that stuff. I think he probably would have done some Zoom meetings in his underwear. Just that crazy. He'd have been like, I'm in the studio all night, man. I decided to just take my shirt off because the funk was just so bad. I was, you know, anyway, a man can dream, a man can dream. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. At 773-675-2400. That's 773-675-2400. Hello to Ken Wadlington. Thank you so much for checking in. And to all the ladies at the Ashley Stewart Woman on Saturday in the Marshville Plaza, thank you for the hospitality. Even though I didn't get any pizza, I got some wings and they were delicious. Thank you so much. Ah, yes, they were. And so were the ladies, too. Oh, my goodness. Like I always say, I don't like a lot of women. I like a lot of woman. If you ain't at least 180, you ain't no lady. Here's Jesse Johnson. I'm a want you, baby. Mm-mm. Oh, Lord. Mm-mm. 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 Mm-hmm. You know, it's hard to eat candy bars these days or chew gum when you have no teeth. That's right. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. See, this is what I get for leaving my Reese cups in the car. They melt. In that hot ass truck, they just melt. Mm-mm. Mm. Yummy. See, my blood sugar was low, so I could eat candy. As long as I don't overdo it. You know, like eat a whole box of Fannie Mae or something like that. Yeah. I'd be on a sugar rush. I'd walk to work, shoot. From Calumet City all the way to the South Loop. Mm-mm. So what's been going on, Ken? My doctor told me when your sugar is low, you should eat protein. It will sustain you longer. Okay. What, like peanuts and stuff? My daughter used to buy me peanuts. I don't know what happened. She just stopped buying them. So so I will remember that when my sugar's low, I'm gonna get me a couple of jars of the mixed nuts. I love the macadamia nuts and the hazelnuts. So I just go ahead and stock up on those, which is good for me. So you know, eat protein. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Nothing serious. I hope, Ken Watlington. Yep. Hopefully nothing serious. But I notice you have not been on Facebook at all. Rufus featuring Shaka Khan. And please pardon me. I like that song. There I go again. I like that song. That's one of my favorite songs by Rufus and Shaka Khan. It sure is. Good evening to Ken Watlington, who's been out of commission for a while. I'm glad to see you back. Latanya Lynn Garrett, thank you so much. Makira Rogers, who just happens to be my daughter. Hello, sweetheart. Hopefully, your rehearsal went well today. She's in character, what did she say? Character development. Okay. Well, that's good. Like I said, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Coming up in our next hour, we're going to do foreplay, four songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. And if you have one in mind, call me 773-675-2400. Here's Dexter Wanzel, 1 million miles from the ground. Morning. Oh, baby, I need it. Orange juice with the sugar packet. Okay. a sugar packet and some orange juice. That seems like it would send it through the roof, Lady G's. Send it up to stroke level. Damn. I will keep that in mind though. 'Cause I haven't had orange juice in a while. The citrus and the orange juice does something to my face. It breaks me out and I look like a pizza. Red bumps, everything. So that's why I don't drink orange juice. Now, Tang I can drink because it's not really, it's a derivative of orange juice. So yeah, I can drink phony orange juice, but real orange juice, oh no, it will make me, go crazy. Apple juice I can drink, yeah, especially when it's cold, like right above freezing. Apple juice is good. Oh, not yet. Mm-mm. Apple juice, orange juice, grape juice. Turn off the juice. I'm getting electrocuted here. Anyway. Queen Janine, thank you as always. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing the page. Um, yeah. I'm not diabetic, but I do get low sugar because my meds burn up my protein. Okay. Okay. I understand that. Because, see, I was diagnosed with pre-diabetes years before I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Because I remember, thank you, Janine. I remember talking to my uncle, and I told him I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, that I was, borderline diabetic. And he said, either you are or you aren't. I said, okay, Uncle Bo. So that was it. Either you are or you aren't. Got to say it in his voice. So, old Uncle Bo, I miss him. If you ever wanted honesty out of somebody, he would give it to you. He would not sugarcoat it, none whatsoever. He would give it to you raw, raw and in the nude. If you wanted to, yeah. When I worked in the hospital, I'd have diabetic patients whose level would drop. Either give them apple juice or orange juice with a bit of sugar in it. Okay, well, I'll do the apple juice because I love apple juice. Orange juice, like I said, is that high citrus content. It kind of gets to me. It's like, ooh, I start breaking out, boy, in a cold sweat, like James. You know, more like breakout in pimples and a hot sweat. You know, oh yeah, yeah. Give me a big old bottle of apple juice, put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and just let it melt. And have apple juice sickles. When I first heard that song, I was like, she done messed up James Brown's song. Then I listened to the lyrics. I was like, oh, I get it now. Fantasia with a sample of It's a Man's World by James Brown that is sleeping with the one I love. It's not a dusty, it's not an old school, but it's got that old school feel to it. And I love it. Oh my goodness. Fantasia, sleeping with the one I love. And she just takes it to church towards the end, like she does as always. To Dr. Al Greer, this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep, with the greatest love songs of all time. I have to remember where I am because I'm at stations, different stations. I remember one night I was at the gospel station and I answered the phone, WBMX. I'm like, I went way back. It's BGX and not BMX. Where I got that from, well, I know because I worked at BMX at one time. Actually, one time. So I answered the phone, WBMX. They're like, oh, I have the wrong number. No, 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 no. You don't. Like, okay. I just don't know where I am right now. So you got to excuse me. When your sugar level drops, you kind of get confused. And when you get old, you get confused. And I forgot what the third one was. Hello to Catherine Laverne Flowers. It was a pleasure talking with you yesterday. Thank you so much for the call. I really appreciate it. Here's the original Luther, as I call him, Luther Ingram. Ain't That Loving You for More Reasons Than One. We're about 36 minutes ahead of foreplay on Bedtime Stories. Catherine Flowers. Hello, Kathy. Yep. I need to make an appointment to see my doctor to get my labs done and check my A1C levels to schedule a mammogram. Well, if you want, I can do the mammogram myself. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. Al, you are not qualified to give mammograms. You are not a licensed doctor. Well, I am a doctor, but it's just not in that. Mine is mostly in music and R&B historian. Yeah. So, yeah. Plus, I know you wouldn't want little old me feeling on your breast, so not me. Oh no. Uh-uh. Not me. Catherine, how are you since yesterday? Uh, did the kids finally get out of football practice? She said she was stuck in the car, fully dressed, just coming from work, and the, and the kids. I guess her son was playing football, so she never got a chance to get into her soccer mom gear. So there she was, sitting in the car, fully dressed, coming from work. So yeah, she said she said heels and all. I'm like, take a picture. She never did take a picture either. I'm like, okay, it's just shoes with feet in the shoes. And those of you who know me, you know how I feel about women's feet. I'm just foot freak. As long as they don't have hammer time going on in their shoes, it's cool. As long as their toes ain't throwing up gang signs like doing a crip walk. He said, I'm over it, football. Oh boy. Don't do that to the childrens. I know it wouldn't bother you, Lady G. You send me some foot pictures in a hot minute. But Catherine, she don't understand. It's like, and I had this conversation the other day with my friend Susie. And she said, I don't know what it is, but recently these guys have been hitting me up about taking pictures. She said, I got a pedicure once and I showed up at this party and my gay friend was like, oh my God, look, girl, look at your toes. They're so pretty. I said, yeah, men like that stuff. You know, some men like breasts, some men like butts, you know, flat stomachs and all that stuff. It's like, okay, that's fine. Show me your feet. Oh, the mammogram, yeah. The mammos, yes. Yeah, I am gentle with the memories. Memories. Yes, I'm very gentle when it comes to that. Very gentle, yes. So, thanks for the memories. Ha, ha, ha. Thank you, Bob Hope. Yes, I will give the mammograms. Yes. I used to do I know I should be ashamed of myself. I used to do that when I was at the East of the Rhine. I would go in there and start DJing, right? I said, "Yeah, we're having free mammograms here in the DJ booth," and women would actually come in the DJ booth and commence to disrobing. Like it was only a joke, but since you're in here, let me check you out. Mm-mm. I know. I'm just yeah. Shame on me. Yes, I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not. I'm not. So I'm not ashamed of myself. Hey, Katrina, what's going on, fam? Long time no see. Breakfast sandwiches and lunch for the kiddos. You need a vacation. Hey, come to Chicago, where it's wonderful. It's all good in the hood. Just wear your bulletproof vest. Come to Chicago. You know, we can go to one of those suburban. Well, anyway, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm just on a queen kick tonight. Aretha Franklin and a song that her sister, who sang on Ain't No Way, co wrote. Gotta Find Me an Angel from Aretha Franklin right here on Bedtime Stories. Show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Saying hello to Catherine Laverne Flowers. Hello, Catherine. Hello to my sister from another mister, Katrina Worley. Thank you so much. And to your family, which is also my family. As a matter of fact, uh, Brother Kev lives not far from where I am. So that's a wonderful thing. Anyway, um, I'd like to point this out. Everybody, everybody needs a vacation. Everybody needs a vacation. They need to go somewhere, somehow turn their phone off. Now, I have a few suggestions. Now, Catherine was saying that she needed a vacation. Now, here's the thing, you don't have to spend a lot of money or go very far to go to a vacation. What you can do is there are a lot of nice hotels, motels, well, not hotels, I'm sorry, not motels, but hotels that have like a bed, what is it, bed and breakfast, and just go and don't tell anybody where you are, even though you might be up the street, you know, you might be off of, 57 or something like that, and go to a real nice hotel and just chill for maybe a couple of days. Leave on a Friday night when you get off work and just stay all day Saturday and get up and be refreshed on Sunday. Get up Sunday morning, have breakfast and check out and go to church. because everybody needs a vacation. I know right now I can't I can't afford to go to Gary, but it's nice people like you all who send me donations where I can do things. It's like I got a leak in my truck and the gas is just leaking out. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm not even going to say it. Then the headlights went out and Brother Rico came over and put my headlights back on. And then my heat went out. The blower went out in the truck. I need help, y'all. I need help. I'm not just saying this. I need some help. I can't afford to get a Hot Wheels car right now. But anyway, here's One Way featuring Al Hudson and Something in the Past. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and this is Bedtime Stories. Now, I'm not saying to cut your phone off. I'm not saying cut your phone off. Just don't tell them where you're at. You might be up the road somewhere at a hotel. Just don't tell them where you're at. I'm not saying, you have to go out of town or something. I'm sure there are some nice hotels that you can go to and just, your kids would call the they'd be looking for you. Oh no. Where's my Baba? I gave by my mama a call and she won't answer the phone. Oh Lord. That's that's a shame. That's really a shame. Mm-mm-mm. That is really a shame. With nowhere to find you. Like, oh, where's my mom? Where's my mama? She's not answering her phone. Where you at? And then you finally answer the phone. Where you at? Where you at? Anyway, that would be me. I remember when I was a kid and my parents wanted to go out. Where's the food? Oh, the food is upstairs, still in the refrigerator. I should let that sandwich thaw out because, yeah, the bread will be a little hard. Your daughter and grandchildren will put on an APB. Oh, no. That's a shame. Mm-mm. Said she was here a minute ago. I don't know where she is. I made homemade chicken and ooh, stop. Chicken and noodles with cornbread. Oh, you just gonna rub in? Okay, all right. I thought we was cool. Just gonna rub it in, huh? Okay. This day and time, somebody needs to know where you are. Oh, why? But why? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't think my kids would care as long as they could reach me by Cash App. Mm-mm. Folks, cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Oh no. Your niece and my grandkids will have a fit if they couldn't find me. I think they would. Yep. They'd be waiting to get buzzed upstairs and you wouldn't be there. Mm-mm. Where's grandma? She's not answering her phone. Mm-mm. I mean, but seriously, everybody needs, needs that every now and then, just to get away. And it doesn't have to be far. Like I said, it can be close as up the road. You know, look for hotel and lodging, and that's it. Spend your couple of $100 and just get away for the weekend. You know, you don't have to leave the house to leave the house, I guess. Anytime I can't tell my kids, let's go to McDonald's, I have big boys and they want food. Okay. I'm going to say this, Catherine, and don't be offended. You probably breastfed, so your kids, you know, they still latching on. So, yeah. Mm-mm. They want food. Ma, we want McDonald's. We want McDonald's. Give me McDonald's. Mm-hmm. Yep. Once they latch on, that's it. They latch on for life. Okay? Take it from a mama's boy. They latch on for life. Yep. They latch on. I tease my son when we go to Popeyes and ask him if he's getting the 10-piece. Uh, Mine is self-sufficient, but trust me, they do hold to my legs. Yep. Mm-mm. Yep. Be no way. Yep. I know how you feel. That's a good divorce song. No, neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Yeah, who wants to sign the papers first? Me, you? Hey, let's just do it together. I tell you. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, just 5 minutes away from the foreplay. It is your doctor. And of course, you can call me at 773-675-2400. Hello to all of our friends who listen to us on bigsradio.com, as well as thebestmusicofyourlife.com, which was created by actually Richard McGee a long time ago. But Ray Neal decided to pick up the moniker, and he's doing such a great job. And he's always telling me that my listeners want to talk to me. So I'm giving my listeners, or his listeners, that listen to him and listen to me, my phone number. Now they can call me 773-675-2400. You just don't have to call me when I'm on the air. You can call anytime. Oh, opening up a can of worms there. Watch out there now. But yep, when you have boys, ladies, it's like they just latch on in more ways than one. You can't get rid of them. Once a mama's boy, always a mama's boy. I know how it was with my mom. They told me when I was a young man, they said, boy, if your mama ever died, you probably try to jump in the box with her. Unfortunately, she was cremated, so it'd be hard to get in that little jar, I tell you. Anyway, it was 5 of us, so one of us was always in the kitchen, home cooked meals. I wished that I had someone who, not only could cook for me, but someone that I could cook for. And I miss that. Having been married to a chef, it's like, there's nothing like it. It's hard to go back to eating fast food. It just is. So that's it. Yep, you just can't go back to just, plain old food. So hard to go back to just plain old sandwiches. I got home cooked meal when I stayed with you. Yes, I did. And big old Italian beef sandwiches as well. Yep, sure did. I keep telling you she's out there. It's your season. I hope so, Catherine. I really do. And like I always say, you take your money out of one bank and you put it in another one where it gains the most interest. So I would like to put my money in a new bank where it would gain interest, meaning interested in me. My son cooks breakfast for me most mornings and has been since he was in the sixth grade. Good, good practice. That's all right. But it's nothing like someone cooking for you that that you're in love with. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's me, or the food must just taste better. It's made with love. But that's just me. What am I? What do I know, right? Yeah. Yep, he is going to be a great husband. Yep, he sure is. Because he loves his mama. Because he loves his mama. He's going to be a great husband. And that's where it starts. Because that's the first woman that you fall in love with. It's your mom. I don't care what nobody says. Atlantic Star and All in the Name of Love. Right here on Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and Radio Media, the best music of your life. And Bedtime Stories is sponsored by I love that. I love that commercial. It's so funny because you can hear the spurs, when he gets off the horse. Oh, I wonder if it's got to be a TV commercial for that. I gotta see it. Anyway, it is time for foreplay. We were talking about, before I get to foreplay, we were talking about men who love their mothers. Men who love their mothers make better husbands because the first woman they fall in love with, of course, is their mama. Their mama. Their mothers, their grandmothers, their aunties. I know how I was when I was a kid. I would love it when my aunties would hug me because I came right there. Right there. And then, of course, ladies, their first love is their fathers. And they want a man just like their father, good, bad, or indifferent. They want a man that's going to be a man like their father. And the fathers are always the role models right there. Anyway, now that I got that out of the way, we'll talk about that later on. Right now, in the spotlight tonight, or in foreplay, as I should say, they hail from Tulsa, Oklahoma, as a matter of fact. They're named for three streets in Tulsa, Oklahoma: Greenwood, Archer, and Pine. They recorded for Mercury Records through the Total Experience Records production company and made a whole bunch of hits and a lot of money. And to this day, Charlie Wilson still tours as an original member of the Gap Band. Here's Going in Circles with the Gap Band in foreplay right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. No, not your dad. Now, let me rephrase that. Now, some women, they grew up idolizing their dads. They grew up, you know, some of them grew up and the dad was like, the man in the house. He was like, you know, the most wonderful person ever. And then some women, they didn't grow up with a father, so therefore they're just out there. Nobody to reel them back in when they do something wrong. You know, I know how I am with my daughters. When I saw Larice first developing, I was like, I don't want nobody to look at her because I still looked at her as a baby. And I'm like, why are you staring at my daughter? Why? I mean, your daughter fine. I'm like, why are you staring at her though? I'm sitting right here. Her, Keisha, now Brianna and Makira. It's like, don't look at her like that. Um, that meets your standards of me. I know that's right. Um, like Saturday, we were at Ashley Stewart Woman, and I caught some gentlemen looking at my daughter's behind because I looked at what she had on and I was not pleased. So when I turned my head to, shake my head like, and these two guys were looking dead up her butt crack, I was like, I'm not going to say anything. She's a grown woman. She dressed herself. She came out of the house looking like that. She knows what she looks like. And that was it. But what could I do? Could I, was I going to whoop these guys' ass? No, couldn't. For what? For looking? Okay. Well, my dad was the police and no one was ever good. I heard that. I'm not the police and nobody's ever good. You can ask Brianna. I don't even know his name. And my grandson has the same name, but I don't even know his name. But I just, mm-mm. It is my job not to like the boyfriends, the fiancés, or the husbands. Like you going on the whole, yeah, yep, you know it. Mm-mm. I don't. But ain't nothing I can do or say about it because all my daughters, with the exception of one, are grown. Makira, she doesn't dress like that. She realizes, you know, what she's got. So she tries to play it down a little bit by not dressing, with midriff shirts and all of that stuff. So what you say, Catherine? Got to be a queen at all times. Yeah, got to be a queen at all times. I heard that. Yep. But Saturday, I was ready to knock their eyeballs out, but it wasn't nothing I could do about it. You know, they were being men, and that was it. My mom was the first woman of color promoted to supervisor at the main post office downtown in the 60s. She was tough. Sounds like she was. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't like that. So I like I said, there was nothing I could do about it. There was nothing I could say to them. Don't look at my daughter. Yep, wasn't nothing I could say. Forensics. Oh, hell no. Oh, here we go. Daryl Owens is in the house, y'all. Captain Catfish himself. Mm-mm. Catfish with a lot of tartar sauce. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. Now I tried it in high school, and my dad was right at the door with my uniform and a belt. Dang. Mm-mm. Woo. My mother clashed a lot, and me clashed a lot when I was growing up. She was uber strict. Yeah. Well, you know, as my dad always said, I don't have no girls, and that was his thing. I think he was glad that he didn't have girls because he'd have killed somebody. He'd have just straight up ganked somebody. My mom worked at my school, so she wasn't having it. My mom worked at the school too, and she definitely wasn't having it. And we was boys, so yep. Because I remember whenever Chris and I acted up at Horace Mann, that was the first thing they did. They would take us to our mom. I'm like, why you gonna take me to my mom? I'll see her later at home. I don't want to get whooped in school. Let me get whooped in private at home. Don't, yeah. Let me tell you what your son did. Like, and um, her thing was always, don't do nothing in school. I'm at work. I don't want to be bothered. So, it wasn't, well, I gotta say it was my fault sometimes. I acted out. I didn't like to be teased and taunted as a kid. And I remember this vividly. There was a young lady who was, she was not so nice to me. Her name was Karen Holly. And I hauled off and kicked her in the stomach. And after I did it, I was like, oh no. I just I ran to my desk and I was just like this while she was laid out on the floor. I was like, oh God, I am going not only to the principal's office, but the place where my mom was working in the principal's office, and they're going to expel me. Yeah, I kicked Karen Holly in the stomach. Yeah. Janine said, I'm glad I didn't have any girls because if I had one like me, I would have hurt her. Oh, oh. What are you saying, Janine? Were you a bad girl, Janine? It's always the ones, I tell you. Yep, it's always the ones. Yep. My dad used to say, when you leave this house, you represent me. Don't go out in them streets and shame the name I've worked so hard to build. I didn't get it. I didn't get it until I had my kids. Now I repeat it to them. Very bad, but I'm amazing now. Ooh, Janine. Ooh, you was a bad girl. And it's always the ones that are like quiet and reserved now. It's like they've done all their dirt as little girls. Well, not little girls, but young adults, teenagers, and then they get older, and it's like what would your older self tell your younger self? Don't do that. Don't do this. Make him put on the condom. Make sure he's got the condom on. Make sure there's some light in the room so you can see the condom go in and out just occasionally. Yeah, okay. Janine said I was the baby girl, so I had a lot of leeway. I bet you did. I didn't like to be teased either, but I beat a bully's ass over it. They tried, but they didn't want none of this smoke. Yeah. I noticed. I noticed, Janine, that you are, I never would have known that you were the total opposite. Catherine, too. I knew Catherine when she was younger as well. So, but yeah, she was, yeah, yeah, yeah. Catherine said I was the sneaky one. I would just go out with my aunts. Mm, well, yeah. And of course, the aunts would get you in trouble. But by staying with the aunts, you kind of got away with it. So, yeah, I was with Auntie. Okay, all right. Leslie said, I despise a bully. I heard that. I hear you. And see, I got bullied all, during school, grammar school, high school. Well, I didn't get bullied in high school. Yeah, I did. His name was Rashawn Johnson. He bullied me. Um, on top of the guy that grabbed my horn and hit me in the face and and took my trombone. I never will forget. I was on my way to school, and they're like, "Give me that trombone, give me that horn." I was like, "No, you just gonna have to take it." And the guy hit me in the face. I was like, "Here," and that was it. I walked back to school. I said, "I got jacked. They took my trombone." And you know what? They tried to make me pay for that trombone, or otherwise I was not going to graduate. So at the end of the school year, I had to go to the principal, and the principal wrote me a letter saying that, because I was in the band, and those horns were rented horns, and they had to pay for those. So I never will forget it. Our principal's name was William Marshall. Yeah, don't judge. Yeah, Blackula. His name was William Marshall, and he wrote a note saying that I didn't have to pay for that horn. And that was it. And I walked across the stage. Yeah, yep, in front of the band. And that was it. An only child, my aunts used to have me all over the city. Janine said I would take my beating in advance because I knew I was going to do something I shouldn't do. So you was just a bad girl, huh, Janine? You know, you'd never know to look at you now. You know, Catherine, yeah, you know, she was running with Eunice, so I knew what was up with that. So, yeah, her aunt would be at all of Richard Pegue's parties. So, Catherine, yeah, I could see that. So, but Janine, no, I don't know your history. You know, I was adventurous and curious. Mm-mm. I can't. Like I said, Catherine said I was a good gal. Catherine, who you talking to? Catherine, I know your auntie. Lady G was sneaky and kind of wild. Mm-mm. Yep, sneaky and wild. Catherine said I was a good girl. Yeah, sure you were. You forgot who you was talking to. But nice try, Catherine. Nice try anyway. Mm-mm. So, Catherine, I was at my other job, my fifth job today, and a gentleman walked in and he was like, I know you, man. I know you. I'm like, we got masks on. He's like, no, you don't know me. I know you, man. Wait a minute. You got a brother named Glenn? White boy? I said, yeah. He said, that's my brother too. I'm like, oh, okay. Guy's name was Maurice, I think. So, yeah. Yeah. And of course, I thought about you because, we were talking about Glenn the other day. So, yeah. I know you, man. I know you. I know you don't. I've seen you somewhere before. No, you haven't. And of course, my sister who runs Big Time Menswear in River Oaks, shameless plug, she said, you probably know his voice. Now, everybody that walks in there and they hear me talk, they like, you sound like the man on the radio. So when I said, you don't know me. He said, yeah, white boy Glenn. I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah, that's my brother. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. White boy, that's what I called him. Yeah. He was white boy Glenn for a long time, and that was it. He answered to it, you know, white boy Glenn. Mm-mm. Me and my moms got into it. I packed my bags and left for California and stayed gone for a week till your money ran out. I know that's right. Mm-mm. So not till you was out of money. Mm-mm, man, I'd have found a job or something. I'd have been sleeping on a park bench. It's nice and warm in California. Yeah. I hear it never rains in Southern California. Ha 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 ha. That should be a song, right? Yep, that's right. White Boy Glenn. So you ran out of money and had to come back home. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. He said, I love my mom more than life itself. Oh, ain't that nice? After high school, I promised my dad if he let me take 2 years off, I would go and pay for it myself. Literally had to leave Chicago to do it. I was a partying machine back then. Yes, you were, Catherine. Mm-mm. Let me give you an address, Catherine. 9533 South Yale. Let's see what your reaction is going to be to that. wrapping up Foreplay, a song that I actually started the show with, Yearning for Your Love by the Gap Band, in tonight's Foreplay right here on Bedtime Stories with the peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and we were talking about what it was to be young. I tell you, what it was to be young. Back in the day, I was looking at some of the comments, and some of the young ladies, of course, were daddy's girls, and their daddies didn't play that. It's like, you get back in the house, you put on some clothes. There was a young lady that I dated back in the day. She was just drop dead gorgeous. She had the prettiest brown eyes, and her name was Alex. Her parents called her Susie. And one day she put on this beautiful dress, beautiful white dress. And she was just, slender, except for up top. You know how I am by the up top. She was just slender. She had a little booty, a lot of breastises, and she was just really slim. She didn't have a lot of hips. And I remember we were going out and she put on this dress, and the dress had like a heart-shaped cut right above her cleavage. And her father said, no, you get back in there and put some clothes on. He made her put on a whole blouse. It was like a knit blouse or something like that, like a sweater that covered her navel. But he wasn't going to let her go out there with that dress on with me. I said, sir, Mr. Boston, she'll be well taken care of. Because he's like, you got a gun? I said, no. He said, well, son, that's my daughter. And that's it. What I say goes, or else she don't goes. She stays. So she changed clothes. And we went out and had a great time. I think that was the day that we went to the Taste of Chicago. Yeah. I remember her. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. 773-675-2400 is our number. Here's Rolls Royce. And I want to get next to you. Right here on Bedtime Stories, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. All right, Lady G. I would have stayed, but I was down to my last $2. I love my mom, but at the time I was pissed at her, so I didn't tell her that I was leaving. But when my stash money was dwindling, I started missing home. Catherine, 9533 South Yale. Catherine, don't ignore me. See, Catherine knows that address by heart. And see, she's trying to play, But then again, so does LT. She knows that address too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Keith D. I haven't seen you since Saturday, man. What's going on? I want to get next to you. What's going on, Keith D? Brother Keith? Oh, that's right. You did come to 9533 at one time. Yep, that was the place to be back in the day, wasn't it, y'all? Ooh, yeah. Good night, LT. I want to get next to you. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Yep, sleep well, LT. Barbara Murphy Dunn, hello. How you just gonna pop in and pop out, Barbara Murphy Dunn? Mm-mm. Sing, Phyllis. Norman Connors featuring Michael Henderson and Phyllis Hyman. And we both need each other. It's your Dr. Al Greer, and this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep, with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello to Barbara Murphy Dunn. Thank you so much. She says, I'm very tired. I can listen to at least two songs. That's how sleepy I am. You ain't sleepier than me, girl. I've had 4 hours of sleep and probably a nap this afternoon, right before the show. So, but I feel you. I understand. Trust me. I understand. You need that sleep. Because if you don't, hey, it'll catch up with you. Your body has a way of talking to you. You'll know when it's time to lay your butt down. You'll know because your body will react and it will put you down. It will sit you down. Your body and the Lord, they'll both sit you down. Trust me. Trust me. Anyway, that last song, of course, featured Michael Henderson and Phyllis Hyman. And this one, it's Michael all by himself with a classic from the Four Tops, Ask the Lonely, on Bedtime Stories. Mm. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you very much. It's a crazy thing. Thank you very much, Barbara. I had a lot of practice. Yeah. So they opened a Chicago style beef here. I went out, got back to work, drove right back, and got my money back. That bad, huh? Mm-mm. Just wasn't the same, was it? Yep, never the same. It was that bad, huh? Okay. Oh my. Stevie Wonder and All in Love is Fair, right here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. And Catherine was making a point. Uh, where she lives, which is in Iowa, they came up with a Chicago style beef. She said she took one bite out of it and she wanted her money back. Well, wherever you go, there's always going to be a place that's trying to duplicate what we have here in Chicago. Because I don't care where you go in the world, there is no such thing outside of Chicago as a Chicago style hot dog. There is no such thing as a Chicago style pizza. There is no such thing as a Chicago style Italian beef. Either you get it in Chicago or you don't. There is no Harold's chicken anywhere else that tastes like Harold's chicken does in Chicago, and so on and so forth. And that's it. So wherever you go, I mean, there's a Harold's down in Atlanta, um, Chicago style beef in Iowa, even a Harold's chicken, I think, in Los Angeles. But nothing beats what we have here in Chicago. Don't let anyone tell you from New York that they have a better pizza. They're a better pizza lie. We've got the best pizza right here in Chicago. Deep dish, flat, you name it. Italian beef, we got that. You can go to any Italian beef place in Chicago. My favorite, of course, is Fat Albert's over on 69th and Ashland in Chicago. Great Italian beef sandwiches. Portillo's, Very good. Portillo's hot dogs, the best. Go outside of Chicago, eat at your own risk. Here's Johnny Gill. There's a Harold's in Schaumburg. No, no, Harold's got to be in the hood. Not Schaumburg. No, it ain't happening. No, it ain't happening. I don't care what you say. It's got to be authentic, and it's got to be here in Chicago. Otherwise, it's not the same. Yep, it's just not the same. Wherever you go, it's just not the same. There's nowhere where the food is better than Chicago. Harold's in Schaumburg. Oh no, Fat Albert's, yep. Even the fries, yep. Fat Albert's, open 24 hours. Best Italian beef sandwiches on the South Side, next to Portillo's, which is Portillo's is in the loop, but yep, we got the best, hands down. I don't care what nobody says. Yep, hands down. I know what you meant, Italian beef. I know. You and Me by the OJ's. I don't think I have that one, but I got an OJ song for you. I know you might not like mine, but you know. Mm-mm. Oh, Hooks in Me. Okay, that one I got. Yep, and Garrett's Popcorn. Yep. Yep. You cannot get Garrett's popcorn anywhere else. You just can't. They make it. Oh, don't get me wrong, they make it, but it's not Garrett's. It's Jared's popcorn. It ain't Garrett's. It's some other brother's popcorn. Garrett's in Schaumburg is authentic. Really? Yeah, it's got to be caramel and cheese mixed. Yeah, gotta be. Now, myself, I can eat a whole bag of cheese all by myself. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm like you, Janine. I can eat a whole bag of cheese by myself. The caramel corn is okay, but it's a little too sweet, for me these days. So yeah, just give me a whole bag of cheese, and I'm good. A bag of cheese all to myself, and I'll be straight. Yeah, when Garrett's opened on 87th Street, oh man, they was doing something. And what you saying? A lot of napkins. Yeah. Yep. Give me a bag of cheese. Oh man. And a box of napkins, because my fingers are gonna be yellow when I get through. I'm going to be, yeah. I'm gonna be in a cheese coma. You got your hooks in me. Baby. Ooh. Two more cops shot tonight. Oh no. Mm-mm. Najla Malik. Hooks in me. Hey, Najla. The OJ's by request, and I guess you got your hooks in me. I wanted to play one more song, but I just ran out of time. Oh well. Thank you to Janine Lee Jefferson, also to Lady G, to LT, to Ken Watlington, to Nigella Monique. Thank you for checking in. To Catherine Flowers, just everybody. Thank you. Ladies, I had a ball. And fellas, of course. We were talking about wherever you go, there's always a place that says we got Chicago style, whatever, but it's never the same. Wherever you go, there is nothing like Garrett's Popcorn. There's nothing like Jim's Polishes on Maxwell Street. There's nothing like Fat Albert's Italian Beefs or Patillo's. You ain't gonna find it anywhere else. Harold's Chicken, forget it. Forget it. And Daryl Owens, who he travels abroad, he knows wherever you go, the food just is not the same. It is just not the same. Anyway, thank you so much for staying up with me as always. I appreciate it. To all my queens, my queen team, aka Al's Gals, I appreciate you. Al's Pals as well. Daryl Owens, Ken Watlington, John Caldwell. I appreciate you all. I really do. I thank you for having my back. Brother Rico Hudson, who came all the way, well, he didn't come that far, but he came to my house and fixed my headlights on Barry one more time so that a black man won't get stopped for not having headlights. I appreciate you. Now he's got to fix the heat because the blower is out. I got a gas leak. The hood, well, the cosmetic stuff will be later. But right now, I got to get that gas leak fixed. Otherwise, I can't smoke in the car, right? Blow myself up. Once again, thank you so much for staying up with me. For those of you who didn't get enough, check me out on the B-sides via the iHeartRadio app on WVON. Otherwise, keep it right here because we've got great music on these radio stations. BiggsRadio.com, Ray Neal Media, all 6 or 7 of his radio stations, including the best music of your life. And WOSDRadio.com. We've been in business for 5 years. And once again, I appreciate you guys. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night, Susie Q. Good night, Catherine. Thank you. Good God. Thank you, y'all. DJ y'all. Anyway. Pat Westbrook. Pat Westbrook remembered 95, 50, what is it, 95, 33 South Yale. She remembers that, where I used to live. Yeah. Pat remembers that address. Yep, she remembers that address there. Yep, 9533 South Yale. Yep, those were the days. All right, once again, thank you, my friends. I appreciate you all. Have a great evening, morning, whatever. And we'll talk soon, okay? All right. And like we say in the street, peace out.